I wanted to follow up a little bit from that last video with some more fun facts about cholesterol. And so, as you know, there is a sort of universal belief that we need to lower cholesterol as much as possible in all people. When I went to medical school I remember this was back in the late 1980s, doctors were talking about putting statins in the drinking water because, cholesterol high is such a problem. And as you saw in the previous video, there may be some issues with doing that. So for instance, we know that low cholesterol is clearly associated with violent behavior. We've seen that, for instance, in humans, that those studies hold up very significantly. Even in primate studies, when we give things like primates a very low cholesterol diet, they start to become very violent. And so this may explain some of the behavior for some of these sort of angry vegans. Now, fortunately, they're often too weak to be of much damage, but nonetheless, they often seem very, very angry. Additionally, we've seen that higher cholesterol is often associated with higher cognitive function. Here's another study that shows that higher cholesterol levels are clearly associated with greater ability to think. And again, we can utilize that same scenario again with some of our low cholesterol friends. And finally, this is quite sad, but we see that people, particularly those suffering from depression, if they have very low cholesterol, they often present with increased rates of suicidal ideation or actually committing suicide. So there are some clear downsides to having low cholesterol, not to mention the fact that, for instance, our immune system, lower cholesterol can be associated with greater susceptibility to things like infection and so on and so forth. So again, do we want to just indiscriminately blanket lower everyone's cholesterol as some would advocate for? My gut feeling and some level of common sense says perhaps we should perhaps rethink those types of recommendations. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. Have you guys noticed an improvement in ability to think with higher levels of cholesterol or less depression, less sort of anger with higher cholesterol? All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Take care.